In this video, we're exposing the 8 Japanese naked bikes that will destroy your aging body and drain your wallet if you're over 45. These machines might look tempting, but your spine, wrists, and insurance premiums will regret it. Let's dive straight into our countdown of bikes that men over 45 should avoid at all costs. Number 8. The Kawasaki ZH2 200 horsepower supercharged monster. This 998 cubic centimeter supercharged inline-4 engine not only accelerates, but it also teleports, providing you with sudden middle power that makes you wish you had talents from 20 years ago. The fact that it weighs 527 pounds, has low clip-on handlebars, and has rear set pegs makes it rather similar to a torture rack for your back. In the event that the MSRP is approximately $21,800 and the insurance group grade is 18 out of 50, it is possible that your premiums will exceed the amount that you pay for your mortgage. This incredible ratio of 0.84 horsepower to weight is not only a cause for concern for insurance companies, but it is also an astonishing ratio. Although the engineers may have done an excellent job with the ZH2, your wrists will be screaming by the time you take the first turn, and your spine will be formally complaining after only one ride. We didn't construct this bike for people who have been riding for 40 years and are already in a bad shape. Rather, we built it for people who still believe they are capable of great things. Number 7. Yamaha MT10SP 160 horsepower crossplane rocket. This crossplane inline-4 engine with 998 cubic centimeters produces 0.75 horsepower per kilogram of weight, which results in a rocket that weighs 472 pounds. What exactly is the matter? The chassis that is generated from the track and the pitch-stiff Öhlins suspension do not smooth out road bumps. Rather, they make them even more challenging to navigate. A sledgehammer is being hammered into your back with each and every hole in the road. With those clip-ons that are really thin and pegs that are put in the middle, you will be riding in a manner that is sporty for 15 minutes, but then it will feel like medieval anguish after an hour. Regarding the MSRP, it is approximately $20,165, and the insurance group rate is $1,750. The premiums for the first year are in the multiples of 4 figures. The MT10SP is beneficial for those whose bodies have not been subjected to gravity for a period of 40 years. It serves as a bitter reminder to us that we are not as young as we used to be than we once were. There is no other way to convey that message except through the use of painful backs and wrists. Number 6. Suzuki GSXS1000 152 horsepower sport bike in thin disguise. This motorcycle is equipped with a 999 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, which provides it with superbike power in a package that is slightly more upright. For a moment, with a weight of 472 pounds and a seat height of 810 millimeters, it appears to be simple to ride until you actually put it through its paces. You will continue to experience strain on your arms when you use the traditional bars, and the high-pegged rear sets will cause your joints to suffer. The narrow frame stimulates intensive riding, which is exactly what your body is not capable of handling at this moment in life. To maintain that 0.71 horsepower to weight ratio requires constant attention, which not only burns you out mentally but also causes your body to pain more heavily. With a price of $14,715 and an insurance group grade of 16 out of 50, it is relatively feasible up until the point where the premium shock rebuilds become prohibitively expensive. Trying to keep up with your nephews who are in their 20s at a party is comparable to the experience of riding the GSXS1000. It's possible that you'll be able to do it for a brief period of time, but after that, you'll be paying for it for days. Number 5. Honda CB650R 143 horsepower and deceptive retro clothing. Despite its neo-retro appearance, the 467-pound inline-4 engine with 998 cubic centimeters sounds like a comfortable roadster. On the other hand, the chassis sounds like an uncompromising sport bike. Your wrists will curl in the same way as they would on a full-on sport bike when you ride with the low flat bars, which are essentially simply clip-ons. Due to the firm suspension, every bump is sent directly to your arthritic joints, and the mid-set pegs keep you in a sporty posture that will cause your knees to throb after 30 minutes have passed. a price of $15,260, and an insurance group rate of 15 out of 50 places it in the insurance companies hate this zone. There is a possibility that the CB1000R is suitable for fashionable cafe hops, but anything longer will be difficult for your neck and shoulders to handle. Number 4. Kawasaki Z650 RS 68 horsepower retro trap. The weight of this parallel twin engine is 412 pounds, and the seat height is 820 millimeters. For a rider with normal pegs and mid-rise bars, it appears to be a simple and straightforward course. You must not give in to it. It still has a stiff suspension and a rapid throttle, both of which are painful for arms and knees that are getting on in years. A chassis that is adjusted for younger riders, not for riders who have been riding for 40 years, is hidden behind that design that has a retro appearance. After 2 hours of riding, the mid-rise bars will cause discomfort to your wrists, despite the fact that it is inexpensive, $9,265 with an insurance group premium of $1,050. The Z650 RS prioritizes sportiness over comfort when it comes to the way it handles road conditions. The situation is comparable to pants that have a nice appearance but are a little too tight. They are okay at first, but they get uncomfortable as the day progresses. Number 3. Yamaha MT07SP 75 horsepower spine compressor. Even though the 689 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine weighs only 403 pounds, the seat height of 835 millimeters makes it difficult for many users who are older. On account of the absence of wind protection, you are constantly exposed to the weather, which results in stress in your neck and shoulders that becomes more severe as you continue working. It is the hard preload only rear shock that is the actual villain, as it is the one that transmits every bump in the road directly to your back. You may think of it as having a direct line to your backbone, but the only people who call to complain are you. With an insurance group rate of 11/50 and a price tag of $9,810, it appears to be a quite affordable option. For a rider who is 30 years old, the MT07SP might be an excellent choice. However, riders who are 45 years old or older should keep in mind that the importance of having a strong suspension increases with age, and this particular bike does not have enough of it. Number 2. Suzuki SV650X 76 horsepower hand-numbing cafe racer. The 645 cubic centimeter V-twin weighs 434 pounds and has a seat height of 805 millimeters, making it simple to get to the seat. The cafe-style clip-ons, on the other hand, are a dreadful option for persons who suffer from arthritis in their wrists. Because of the slightly backward-set pegs, you are forced to lean forward, which places pressure on your body precisely where it does not require it as you approach your senior years. Is there anything that dealers don't truly discuss? After 45 minutes, the vibrations that come from the V-twin with a crank in the 180-degree direction are just right to kill nerve endings in your hands, until you discover that you are unable to feel your fingers when driving at 70 miles per hour on the highway. It is not an excessively expensive purchase at $8,938 and an insurance group rate of $950. The SV650X is comparable to wearing fashionable gloves that are not adequate in terms of padding when it comes to comfortable use. They're beautiful to look at, but they don't work when it matters the most. The ergonomics of the cafe racer style were not designed for individuals who have a lot of miles on their body since they were poorly designed. Number 1. Honda CB650R 95 horsepower midlife crisis machine. If you want to extract power from this 649 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, you will need to rev it up to 12,000 revolutions per minute. This bicycle weighs 445 pounds, and the seat is 810 millimeters in height. These numbers look good until you ride it and find that the low, flat bars and mid-set pegs make you sit more aggressively than the bike's looks suggest. When you wear the hard forks, every fault will be sent directly to your shoulders and arms. Due to the fact that it is highly powerful, you will always need to work the gears. Pain will be felt in both your left hand and foot the following morning. due to the fact that it is in the 12th out of 50 insurance group and costs $10,355. It is not the most cost-effective choice. On the other hand, your hips and lower back will constantly put up a struggle.